landed and I took the train into the city. I'm in Brussels, by the way, Brussels, Belgium. Took the train into the city. Couldn't check in to my room yet because it was still early. Dropped off my luggage and then I just started going off. But I'm still in my travel clothes, which they're not warm. I mean, this sweatshirt's warm, but I'm wearing these like thin pants and it's raining. And then, oh my God, waiting for the Musée Magritte to open, and this kid is on the steps of the museum and they're all wet and he's bored, I'm sure. He's waiting for it to open and he's like digging his foot like that into the water, into the muddy water, and I'm right behind him. But yeah, he totally splattered my shoes and my pants. But it's 2 o'clock and I'm back and I slept like maybe an hour on the plane, so I think I'm gonna take a nap. I think I'm gonna take a power nap, but I want to show you this room because it's really cute. So it's just a single room. It's little. It's got this like gorgeous wallpaper, little pictures, and then the bed. Yeah, I think it was something about like the way this room was decorated that really made me want to stay here. Just noticed there's a TV. I'm probably not going to use it, but even the ceiling fan is cute. I'm excited for the blow dryer because my poor bangs are, well, you saw them. And like a hot shower is needed as well to warm me up. But yeah, see, it's a little bit rainy. Oh. I went to the museum. I went to the Musée Magritte and then like the old masters, because they were in there. It's in the same building, but you have to get 2 tickets. Oh my God, I am really out of the habit of vlogging. I have to get back into the habit for Vlogmas. And then I was starting to get really hungry, and there are 4 things I want to try while I'm here. I wanted to try fries. I mean, I've had French fries before, but Belgium is actually where they originated. I know they're called French fries, but they're from Belgium. So I just had them, and oh my God, I went to Friterie Tabora, and they have 50 different sauces, and I asked her which ones she recommended, and she said satay and Dallas. The satay one was my favorite because it was spicy. The Dallas was good too. It was a little bit on the sweet side. I guess a little sweet sauce, but they were, oh, so warm and crispy and just comforting. And it was crazy busy. The line is so long, but it was so worth it. Oh my God, it totally hit the spot. But I also want to try, of course, a Belgian waffle. I know I've had Belgian chocolate before, but I would like to have chocolate while I'm here in Belgium. And beer. I don't usually drink beer, but I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I'm in Belgium. Belgian beer is like a thing. So I'll try it. I feel like there was something else I was gonna try too, but whatever. I can't remember. So, but now I'm here. I'm gonna change out of these disgusting clothes. I'm gonna take a nap. Good morning. Hello. This is better, isn't it, to have the camera not be moving around, flailing about. All right, it is day 2 in Brussels. I just got back up to my room from the complimentary breakfast downstairs. I mean, I could have slept a couple more hours. I made myself get up at 8 a.m. here local time, which is 11 p.m. my time, San Diego time. So I feel rested, which is good. Even though I took that 3-hour nap yesterday, I was exhausted last night after I had dinner at Neuf et Voisin. I came back to the hotel just honestly like, I'm not gonna do anything else. But I had their Flemish stew, and then I had the waiter, server, I don't know, recommend a beer for me. I don't drink beer usually in my day-to-day. I think I've maybe truly, genuinely enjoyed beer like once in my life. And it might have been a Stella Artois, possibly, which is a Belgian beer. I looked it up last night because it was the beer I had last night I did not like. But that's not the beer's fault, I'm sure. It was a bitter beer. So he was like, do you like bitter beer? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I like, well, I know I don't like beer. So does that mean that I would like a bitter beer or not like a bitter beer? Because I don't have like a point of reference for what kind of beer. Like, is beer usually bitter? I like bitters in my Moscow Mules. So I was like, sure, whatever. And he's like, do you like it? And I'm like, because what am I gonna do? I don't know. I'm sure someone would be like, actually I don't, can I try something else? And maybe they wouldn't charge you for the first one, but I was so tired. I didn't feel like having that conversation or like trying another beer that night. I'll try another beer on this trip. I'm gonna ask for something totally different. Tyler keeps wanting me to try like a framboise or a lambic, but I don't really like fruity stuff either. So let's see. Yeah, got back to the hotel last night. It was maybe like 8:45 or something. I called Tyler because I miss him. I like being alone a lot. I didn't really miss Tyler for the first part of my trip when I went to Finland solo, and because I can be alone for a long time. But I don't know, there's something about this trip feels different. I think it, first of all, isn't like a vacation really. Like, I'm not just like traveling randomly to Brussels and Antwerp just for the fun of it. I am speaking at a conference. I can't remember if I've already said that to the camera or not, but I am going to the International Conference of Contextual Therapy. I had submitted 3 presentations, 2 with my name being like the first author, and then another one where I'm like second or third author. So like I'm attached to the third one. I was thinking like they're not gonna pick like any of these. There's no way I'm gonna be picked to speak at a conference. I'm nobody. I've never spoken at a conference before. I don't have my PhD yet. At the time of submitting, I didn't even have my license. I do now, but they picked all 3. So I'm speaking at a conference 3 times, 2 of which are on day 1. One of them is the first breakout session. So yeah, so that's happening. But anyway, so this is not a fun, like for fun, I'm just like vacationing in Brussels kind of trip where I'm just like, I'm kind of on a work trip, but I'm not being paid to be here. In fact, I paid a lot of money to be here. So part of that is like, I am going to make the most of it. I'm going to do sightseeing as much as I can and all that good stuff. But yeah, there's something about this not being like, I'm going on a solo trip to Brussels and Antwerp to like explore the city by myself. I might as well explore the city by myself, but I'm going for this conference. So I do know some people going to the conference. Actually, one of my colleagues texted me today saying that she'd arrived in Antwerp and asked if I was there. So I let her know I'd be there this afternoon. See, I need to figure out the train again. That was quite an adventure yesterday. So the person at the front desk this morning was like, taxis don't really stop in front of this hotel. There's like a taxi stop somewhere, she was telling me, but I was like, I'll figure it out. Or maybe I'll ask her again to tell me where it is, or point to it on a map or something, because I don't know. I do not want to roll my suitcase again for however long. It was like 10 minutes in the rain, rolling my suitcase on cobblestone streets, and I'd like to not do that. She also said it's only 2 trolley stops away, so maybe I could figure out the trolley. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I would just need some help with that. But my train leaves at 12:45, so I'd like to get to the station. I'm just talking out my inner monologue right now. The central station that I arrived at from the airport I could not find my way out. Well, obviously I found my way out of the station, but it was like how do I get out of here? It wasn't obvious. It wasn't like this way to the one exit. It seemed like there were multiple entrances in there, and I thought I had gone up a level and that I was like gonna find my way out, but there were more levels to go up. It was I was like, how underground am I? Like, where am I? It's very funny. And then I found my way to the hotel and it was fine, but anyway, so maybe I'm having like a teeny little bit of anxiety about getting to the station. Anyway, I need to stop talking about this freaking station because, so I went down to the complimentary breakfast buffet thing. It was nice. It was like fine. There was like shakshuka, and I had one little egg of shakshuka and like scrambled eggs and something that I think might have been sausage. It was in a shape I'd never seen sausage in before. Like not a patty, but like a mound. Tasted like sausage. I don't know. Anyway, and then they had a little coffee machine kind of thing. So, but I was finishing up my coffee and I'm like, I'd like to bring my coffee to the room. And I see a woman cleaning the tables, and I keep on like being like, should I ask? And then I'm like, Heather, you know, you could just bring the cup, like the mug, up to the room. It's fine. It's not a big deal, right? Like, it's not like you're stealing it. You're not taking it out of the hotel. When they clean up the room, they'll find it. But I'm like, I don't know. I should ask. And so I'm in my head, I'm like translating it into French. Like, how do I ask if I can bring the mug to the room? but I'm still sort of chickening out, but I'm in line to go refill the mug and the woman is right there. And so I was like, excusez-moi, madame. And it's all my practicing in my head went out my head. And instead of saying like, puis-je, or, you know, for like, may I, which I think that's what that means. But I was like, c'est possible d'apporter la tasse aux chambres? And then, I don't think I can repeat to you exactly what she said, but the way my brain interpreted what she said, which could be me understanding French, which is weird to think about, she was sort of like, I mean, like, we prefer you don't, because something like we might run out of cups down here. Like, I think it gets busier down there, at least when I arrived at the hotel around 10 yesterday, and it's almost 10 now. It was pretty packed. Like, it gets busy. I think breakfast goes till 11, so I was like, okay. But then she pulled out the drawer and there were these the cups are tinier, but that's okay. It's coffee that I can bring with me. And, you know, she was continuing to explain, but I was like, je comprends. Like, it's fine. Like, I get it, you know. But anyway, I spoke French to a Belgian woman. Well, I'm assuming that she's Belgian. I don't know. She's a French-speaking woman. But what was cool is, like, usually people hear me speak in French and then they start speaking English to me. Because it seemed like everyone here also speaks English so far. I didn't test it with this particular woman, but that she kept speaking French to me, which was cool. So maybe she only speaks French. I don't know. Or it seemed like I could speak French. She didn't speak English, so that was cool. It was like a cool moment. On the train at the airport, there was a guy. He was like, vous parlez français? And I was like, un petit peu. And he was asking if I knew, like I know things, if this train stopped in the Bruxelles Centrale station, which was where I was hoping it was going, because it seemed like it was going there, but like no one else was getting on this train, which made me think, like, am I on the wrong train? And I was like, je sais pas. But then the conductor announced where it was stopping, only in French, which by that point, everything had been like French and then translated into English. And I'm like, this train doesn't give a fuck if you don't speak English or if you don't speak French. They're just gonna make the announcement in French anyway. So from what I understood the train conductor to be saying is that yes, the stop that I needed was going to be a stop that this train took, and that's what it was. So the guy and I were like, we're good. and then he offered me Mentos. I did not accept his Mentos, but I was, no thank you. I'm good. So that's been my adventures so far in speaking French. Not a lot, but it's fun. I like being in a place that speaks French. It really makes me want to get a French tutor and properly learn French, to be able to come to a place like this and just speak to everyone in French and make it seem like possibly they don't have to then start speaking English to me. Hashtag goals. I made it to the room. So I am staying at the Holiday Inn Express. What does that do? Nothing. Okay, what does that do? Nothing. Okay. What? How do I turn the light on? Ooh. Is it one of those where I have to put the card in? Like that? Ah. The room is more corporate for sure than Crave's hotel, but that's totally fine. I'm literally doing like a corporate type trip anyway. I did not take a shower at the Crave's hotel, but I will probably be taking a shower tonight so that I feel fresh for my my presentations tomorrow. Got a little place I've already hung my coat, Georgie. So I think it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. A little couch. That bed's nice and big. I've got a full length mirror so that I can like check the fits. Oh, what's the view situation like? Cute. That was an adventure. Oh my goodness. So I figured out the train, it's like a tram, I guess it was an underground tram to Brussels Midi. And then I get out there and I'm like, what do I do next? So I'm going up all these escalators, like trying to find what to do. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I get up to the main platform and I'm like, this place is huge, first of all. And I'm looking at all the signs and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm looking for anything that says Antwerpen Central and I see something but like it's not clear to me what to do next. But thankfully I'm like, are there people here who work here whose job it is to tell me what to do? And so I find people and she's like, well, first of all, remember my train ticket was for 12:45 and I was like, do I have to like, is there a specific 12:45 train that I have to take? And she's like, no, you can get on any train to like at whatever time, it doesn't matter. So I'm actually here probably like an hour earlier than I thought I was gonna be. My colleague is here, I haven't texted her yet. I kind of want to figure out something to eat because I'm already hungry after breakfast. But maybe I'll kind of unpack first and get situated because I'm gonna be here for 4 nights. so I can feel a little bit more settled than the other hotel. Anyway, my battery's flashing, but I need to stop talking and figure out the next thing. Good morning. It is Monday. It is my third day in Belgium. Yes, okay. I'm feeling nervous because I am going to be headed downstairs. I was just down there. I had breakfast, but I am headed down in less than 30 minutes to go meet some colleagues, to go walk over to the university, and that's where the conference is being held, at the university. But this is what I'm wearing. So I'm feeling pretty nervous, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
The metaphor of stories, we are the protagonists in our own stories, and all the people with whom we interact are those funky side characters. And they help us, and they do things for us, and maybe we do things for them. But we sometimes forget that those side characters are fully fleshed out, multi-dimensional protagonists in their own stories too.
I did it! Ah! Oh my god, I did it. It's done. It's done. Oof. I am so excited to go to sleep tonight, because I know that part of why I could not sleep through the night last night was my nerves. And I know this because I slept through the night, my first night here, after having taken a nap. So I just don't think it was jet lag. I'm gonna sleep really well tonight. I have one more presentation tomorrow, but it's chill, it's fine. It's me and Mayumi and Dr. Glebova, and I only need to talk for a few of the slides. And I was already feeling pretty relaxed for my second presentation, because I was doing it with Dr. Glebova, but oh my gosh, the first one, I was so nervous. The amount, like the people that were filing in to this presentation, I was like, why are there so many people? There were like 25 people. Like, what are you doing here? There are 3 other workshops you could be going to. What are you doing? And Dr. Catherine Ducom and Naj was there. But it's done. Oh my god, it's a good learning experience for sure. I'm really glad I did it, and I want to keep speaking at conferences. I think like I had to experience this, and if I were to keep talking about similar topics, I feel like I'm going to keep doing a better and better job of articulating the ideas. I'm going to change into something more comfortable, and I'm meeting people downstairs at 5:30 because we're going to go get dinner, because I'm starving. I am starving. They gave us also these like little goodie bags. They gave the presenters goodie bags. It's got little Biscoff cookies and chocolates and things. So because I did 2 presentations, I got 2 little goodie bags. So, all right, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna get comfortable and head out. All right, it is 8:35. I'm going to be meeting my colleagues downstairs at 8:50, or a little bit before. I'm gonna walk over across the street. I think I forgot to tell you, yesterday morning, we could not find the right building. We're like, where is this place? And we're walking around in circles. Thankfully, we left super early, but we're walking around in circles in the rain. And I'm like holding my laptop. Thankfully, someone I was walking with offered to have my stuff in her bag so it wouldn't get super wet. And I'm nervous, right? Because I've got 2 presentations, or I had 2 presentations yesterday. But it was funny. We obviously eventually found it, but she's like, where is it? So now we're like, oh, we know where it is. It's fine. So we're gonna walk over there about 10 minutes before it starts. I have 1 presentation today, but I'm presenting with 2 other people, so it's a lot less pressure Yeah, last night we went to this food court kind of thing, which the food was okay. I ended up having like a chicken pita wrap. I mean, I was starving, so it was good in that it was food and I was hungry. And I tried another beer, a blonde beer. All right. Okay. Okay. I don't hate it.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. Yay. Oh, I'm buzzing. Yeah. And it was definitely not as bad. The beer's not bad. It's just not my flavor. As the bitter one that I had my first night in Belgium, but I still, like, I just had a few sips and I'm like, I'm not gonna make myself finish this. Like, I maybe had a quarter of the cup, maybe. So I think that's it. I'm not gonna try beer. It's not gonna be third time's the charm. I'm not gonna give it a third time to try beer. I'm done. I'm done trying beer. I don't like it. I don't like it. I definitely slept better last night than I did the night before. I did wake up at one point in the middle of the night, but I was actually able to fall back to sleep. So, and when I woke up this morning, when my alarm woke me up at like 6, I could have kept sleeping. Like, I wanted to keep sleeping, but I also wanted coffee. So got up and got ready. But yeah, today should be chill. Just gonna do my easy presentation, but then I just get to like sit and watch everyone else's presentations and speeches and things like that and just soak up the learning. And yeah, we're going out to dinner tonight somewhere over by the cathedral again, so that would be nice. All right, we're gonna try. Is it going? Okay.
Take a photo. Take a photo.
Yes. Yes. That's the way to do it.
You know what we can do to make my friend very jealous?
Okay.
We can toast to the 2 West Mall and you make the glasses this way.
There it is.
Just stay and then she takes the picture.
Free anytime you wine and catch it, the selector pull it up and put it for repeat, girl.
Relax and enjoy the flight with us today. Thank you for choosing Brussels Airlines at Tomorrowland.
Go around this for 10 minutes.
That's a lot. 10 minutes? It's Brussels Airlines?
To go to Fantasyland.
They got it. The music. The robot dancing.
It's a bop.
It's so pretty. I know, it's pretty.
Wow.
Oh, look at
Guys,
us.
we're going to Magic Ocean after. There's a horrifying statue up there that I thought was a person. So, just so everyone knows.
Oh. Oh my God. He's gonna be in your dreams tonight. It's okay. I'll protect you. I totally overslept this morning. I woke up maybe 20 minutes ago. It's 8:40, but that's okay. I basically just am missing breakfast, but that's fine. I am not that hungry, and there's coffee at the reception over at the conference. So, but I am not presenting today, so I feel like I can be a little bit more casual. Wow, I slept so well last night. All right, anyway, I'm ready. I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna head over to the conference. Day 3, last day.
Sometimes it's our own destructive entitlements that shows up. I couldn't do this with my mother-in-law, you better do this with your mother-in-law. Because then it's about me.
All right, the conference is officially over. That was day 3, and it was mainly just plenaries or like keynote speeches, and I ended up going to all of them. I had a lot of conversations with Dr. Catherine Ducas-Menage, who is the widow, I think. She was married to the guy who created contextual therapy. So she's a great source of knowledge. But yeah, it was like really cool to be able to pick her brain about things. Yeah, I have my dinner. They had lots of extra sandwiches, so I have 2 little sandwiches here that are gonna be my dinner. I'm not really hungry right now. I'll probably eat at is there a mini fridge in here? I don't think there's a mini fridge in here, but I'll eat in a couple hours maybe. And now it's time to sort of wind down in terms of traveling. I need to think about tomorrow and getting back to the train station and getting back into Brussels. Yeah, and I'll have like a day and a half in Brussels left where I can do stuff. I wonder if they do anything on Halloween. It'd be kind of cool, but or not, whatever. I'm still at the Holiday Inn. It is what, Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. I am going to figure out the tram to get back to Antwerpen Central, the central train station. I think I'll be able to figure it out. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty much done packing up, but I just wanted to check in, say good morning, and yeah, kind of let you know the plan. The plan is to get back to Brussels, check back into Crave's Hotel, and I don't know what I'm gonna try to do this afternoon. The last thing that I wanted to go check out in Brussels is the Atomium, but I'll have to take, I think, like a tram or something to get there. It's like a 30-minute tram ride or something, but I want to drop my luggage off before I do that. So I might do that today or I might do it tomorrow. And then I definitely need to go shopping for chocolate at Chocolatiers. So the other thing I want to do, the last kind of cuisine I want to try is a Belgian waffle. I think I've hit an introvert wall, and even talking to the camera right now feels like I don't want to talk. So I'll stop. But anyway, that's the plan I'm about to check out. To Brussels. So train was relatively easy to figure out. I ended up, I was very confused when I got to Antwerpen Central, the Antwerp train station because it kept saying that the only train to Brussels was going to like the airport and Bruxelles or Brussels Zuid, Z-U-I-D. And I'm like, what is that? Like, is that, like, I want to go to Bruxelles Midi. And I'm just like, why? And then at one point it said like, the conductor or the announcement was saying that it would be stopping in Bruxelles Midi when it was speaking, when they were speaking in French. And I was so confused, and I finally just Googled. I'm like, are Brussels Zuid and Bruxelles Midi the same train station? They are. One is in Dutch, one is in French. So, but then I ended up not even stopping there anyway, because I realized, I'm like, I'll just stop at Central and at the Central train station, and it's like a less than 10-minute walk to the hotel. The reason I took Bruxelles Midi was because that was the train ticket I purchased, but turns out no one's checking the train ticket. I'm like, I could have just gotten onto that train without paying. At no point did they scan a train ticket. Like I had it on my phone as a QR code, virtual ticket or whatever. At no point did they scan a ticket. Like I could have just walked on. This is a nicer room at Craves than I had before. It's bigger. I mean, the other one was like super cozy, but it's bigger and nice, and I love this hotel. This is actually a really pretty hotel, and I'm glad I get to stay here for 2 nights this time. Like, tomorrow's gonna be a really slow day, I can tell. I did so much souvenir shopping, oh my god, because I couldn't check into the hotel right away. It won't even all fit in the frame, but I got a lot of chocolate. So I'm not gonna unwrap these, but I found at this store called Present, or Présent, I don't know, Present. It was just like this cute store. I don't know, like I don't even know how to describe it. Just really trendy, cute, topical kind of stuff. Not that, I don't know, you go to a store like that and you're like, I'm sure I can find a lot of this stuff in the States. But I've never seen it in the States before, and I just think how cool to get something from here and be like, this was at some random little shop in Brussels. But anyway, these 2 mugs are Taylor Swift mugs. It's like the first Taylor Swift stuff I have found in Belgium at all. It's like they're not Swifties here or something. When I mentioned that I was a Swiftie during one of my presentations at the conference, the reaction I got was hilarious, because they were like, first of all, what is that? I'm like, it's being a fan of Taylor Swift. I just take for granted that people know what a Swiftie is. But I think they were also taken aback because I was talking about Taylor Swift, a pop star, at an academic conference. But anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, these Taylor Swift mugs, which are just, they're gorgeous. I've never seen the type of art that they have. So I bought 2 because I'm thinking one is gonna be for Andrea and one will be for me, but I'm gonna let her pick her favorite. So I made sure that they were both ones that I would like. I think I know which one she's gonna pick, but yeah. Then again, I'm not gonna unwrap it, but I got a Christmas mug. So I like to buy a mug whenever I go on a trip, but I don't always like the really, I don't know, kitschy, is that the right word? Like the typical souvenir mugs that say Belgium, or like it has a picture of a common like site, you know, like for instance, it would be La Grande Place or something, or like Le Mannequin Piece or whatever on the mug. I don't know, like sometimes I will if it's pretty, or if like I like it, like I truly like it, but I won't just buy a mug just to buy a mug. Like I didn't buy a mug in Romania because I couldn't find one that I liked. But a mug that like I know I will have gotten from that place, even if it's not obviously from the place. Like the mug I got from Finland is what is that place It's Marimekko. It's a Marimekko mug, and it's the exact mug that they had at my Airbnb. So I was drinking out of that mug the whole time I was there, and then I found it at the Marimekko store, and I love that mug. It's like it is actually my favorite mug to drink from at home. It's like the perfect size, not too big, and it's just so pretty, and I love it. And so I don't have a Christmas mug, and I've actually been wanting a Christmas mug for a long time. I walk into this store called Deal et Camille. It's like a homeware, like a home goods store. It's so freaking cute. And I got this Christmas mug, and I'm not gonna unwrap it. I'm not. But also, so I got this little candle holder thing. So it's metal, so I'm not gonna worry about it breaking. And it's got like a pin to hold the candle. I got 2 Advent candles. I've never, is that what they're called? I think they're called Advent candles. Again, not gonna unwrap it because whatever, it's a pain. But there's this one that's like the shape of a little house, and then another pillar candle. I have a picture of this one that I can put on the screen. But I've never had an Advent candle before, and they were just so pretty. And I was torn. C'était difficile de choisir entre les deux. And so I bought both. J'ai acheté les deux. And also thinking like, it would be heartbreaking to burn it. Like, what a shame to burn it. They're so beautiful, but like, that's what they're for, right? So I'm like, okay, I've got 2 holiday seasons worth of candles. So for Vlogmas, you'll actually see them burning if you follow on Vlogmas. So those are some things I got. I tried to buy different chocolate from like a bunch of different of the chocolatiers, just partially because I wanted to like go into all of them, and also wanted to support multiple chocolatiers. I don't know. So I got this. I was eyeing these at a lot of different chocolatiers. So this is the mannequin piece, but chocolate. It looks like there's dark, white, and milk. And I just think to give these to Tyler's kids, because I got them little mannequin piece souvenir things too, which are in my suitcase. Let's see, I got Tyler he likes flags. I got him a little flag pin. And then another chocolatier had all of these on sale. Well, it's like you buy 5, get 1 free. So I got 1 normal milk chocolate. These I'm thinking are gonna be for my clients, and I'll let them pick. Les dulce de leche and crisps. So like a milk chocolate with dulce de leche and crisps. Salted caramel, milk chocolate. Dark chocolate, but like coffee. I kind of want to try that, but it's for my clients. Dark chocolate with nuts, hazelnuts, technically. And then dark chocolate, salted caramel. And then from another store, I think this is from another store, I got this pack of like other bars, a bunch of different kinds. And I think this one's for me, just because, you know, on YouTube Shorts, there's that one lady who eats Dubai chocolate like nothing I've ever seen before, and it looks delicious. And I tried Dubai chocolate when I was in Romania, and I'm in Belgium, so Belgian Dubai chocolate. I got from another store, I got this box of chocolates. And from another store, actually I think this is the same one I got the mannequin piece chocolates from. So these I think are gonna be for my work. So I'll bring them to work. For Aaron, I got these like whiskey chocolate thing. Almost dropped it. Yeah, nourished by Belgian owl whiskey. It says like, let's get high on chocolate. Something's happening out there. I spent almost all of my cash, which is good because like I took out cash for a reason, and everything takes cards. So I'm like, I might as well use the cash that I took out. But yeah, so much stash. So anyway, right now I really don't know what I'm gonna do. actually. I'm kind of tired of walking around. I think I might chill in here for a while. There's a restaurant called La Fe. It's like a, is it Lebanese? Might be Lebanese. That I saw online. Someone had done a YouTube short where they were showing a bunch of the places to eat in Brussels, and they were showing the shawarma wrap that they have, and I'm like, that looks delicious. But while I was out, I also had fraises au chocolat lait, and so I'm not feeling hungry. In fact, I'm like chocolated out already. Like, I don't need any more chocolate. So I don't know, maybe I will import the footage I have and start editing. Might make me more likely to actually turn this into a video. So I think that's what I'll do. I posted an Instagram story of that rubber duck store, and my friend Heather responded to it. Apparently her husband collects rubber ducks. So she's like, can you get something for him? Also, I went to La Fe, which I mentioned I was gonna go to for dinner, but I got it to go. Well, I mean, it's a street food kind of situation anyway, but they default to just handing you the wrap, but I got it in a bag to go. Just to kind of catch you up, I've actually been editing this vlog, and I had filmed my prep for the licensing exam and have just been not editing it because I've been so busy, but I was on a roll with editing for this vlog that I just started editing that. It's been on my to-do list for a while, and I don't know, I'm like, I don't really feel like going out exploring. I have all day tomorrow to explore, so anyway, I'm gonna eat and maybe watch something.
Room transformation will decide what to do with the floors. Basically, went all the way to New South Wales, got the wrong timber, and after all of that, I've decided in the end. So yeah, that was like a 2-week delay for no good reason. Decision making is not my forte. We are still getting new air conditioning.
Get the rollout from the shop and confusion.
It is 7:30 p.m. my last night in Belgium. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not gonna go out exploring anymore. I'm not really a nightlife person anyway, so that's not an issue. Also, in terms of dinner, I went and got something from the grocery store right next door to my hotel. Just like a little, I don't know, it's like a chicken pasta salad situation. I don't know. After I got back from the Atomium and the Design Hotel, I just stayed in and chilled for a little bit. I had picked up like a coffee and a pain au chocolat. Pain au chocolat, a café emporté to enjoy just in my hotel room. And then I thought, okay, I need to get a Belgian waffle. So I did that, which you saw, and I'm trying not to recount everything I did because you saw it, but it was really cool. I'm really proud of myself for figuring out the metro. The metro is not that complicated. It was, for some reason, it was the trains to, I don't know, like the big train stations. Those were intimidating to me, but the little metro stations I was able to figure out. But anyway, I've been editing this vlog because the more I edit it, the more likely it is that I'm actually going to post it. I'm just closing it out. I'm gonna close it out right now because I don't need to film any of my way back to the airport or whatever. I might have the breakfast here, possibly, if I can get myself awake early enough. But I am going to pack and mostly pack up tonight, try to get all my souvenirs in my suitcase as securely as I can because there are breakables. I'm a little worried about the mugs and things like that, but it is what it is. Also, randomly, I forgot my razor at the other hotel. I did not see it. I have no idea. I definitely looked in the shower before I left, but I didn't see it. This is so bizarre. It like disappeared off the face of the planet, but whatever. It's just a razor. I can buy a new little Billy razor thing. So we did it. We did Belgium. I'm proud of myself for lots of reasons. I'm proud of myself for doing the conference, speaking at my first conference, my first one, and it was alone, my first one. So I'm proud of that, and just like navigating a new city on my own and public transportation. And I've done it before-ish, but I feel like I was more confident with using public transportation on this trip than I was in Finland. I just did taxis and walked when I was, well, I did the ferry, but other than that, not really. But my God, the public transportation here is so good. It's so good. Anyway, I'm excited to get home and just be back with all my stuff and my normal routine, but this has been a really good trip. So if you have watched all the way to the end, my goodness, thank you. And if you have, then leave a waffle emoji down at the bottom. Thank you so much for watching. Au revoir.